Namaste. Namaste children. Welcome to your own YouTube channel RSV Group of Schools. Today we are going to take chapter number 3, parts of a plant. This is one of my favorite topic about plants. Plants, as you know, are very important in our life, plays very important role in our life because they complete our basic needs of shelter, food, clothing, etc. Means they are the basic part of our life. They provide us oxygen also, which is very important for our breathing. In this chapter we are going to study about the plants only. First part we are going to take from the plants, that is the type of plants. There are various types of plants. They differ in their shape, size, as well as they differ in their lifespan also. So we are classifying the plants into different categories. First category is of tree. As you know, trees are long. As you can see, the tree of a coconut it is a long tree, but their leaves and the branches maintain the shape of the tree. As you can see, the leaves are short here and the tree is a tall. And you can see the tree of a mango, it is of medium size. As well you can compare with the coconut tree, it is a tall tree, but the mango tree is of medium shape. These shapes are generally categorized by the branches and the leaves. You can see the tree of a Ashoka, it is generally of a conical shape. The trees are tall type of a plant that is known as trees. We can say the medium sized plants. Medium sized plants like those of rose. You can take the example of hibiscus. These are short, medium sized plants. It forms a bunch of flowers. Example is of hibiscus. It is of rose also. You can take some more examples of sunflower. It is also a shrub. Now you can take the third plant, that is herbs. Herbs are very small size plants like coriander, mint. These are very small, short-heighted plants that are known as herbs. So we have learned three categories. Tall size plants are known as trees, medium size plants are known as shrubs, and very short-heighted plants are known as herbs. Two more categories are there, that is of climbers and creepers. These are the important categories. Climbers, you can see that the plants which climb a wall or needs a stick to climb. You can see the common example of a money plant. You might be having the money plant at home which needs a stick or needs a rod or needs a support of another plant to climb. That are known as climbers, which climb, that are known as climbers. Common example is of money plant. You can say the grapevine. Why? Grapevine means plant of grapes. Now another category of plant is the creepers. Creepers means which float on the ground. They do not climb because they are having the big fruits. They are not able to climb. So a common example is of pumpkin. You can see the example of watermelon also. These are the creepers which climb, which moves in the ground only, they do not climb. So we have learned the types of plant. There are 5 categories. First category is tree, long type of plant. The trees, the type of plants which are having the long height, that is known as trees. Medium sized plants are known as shrubs. Short heighted plants are known as herbs. And next is the climbers and creepers which are having the weak stem. The plants which climb are known as climbers, and the plants which creep on the ground, which float on the ground, that are known as pumpkin or the creepers. As we have talked about 5 categories of the plant. First was tree, second was shrubs, third was herbs, fourth were climbers, and fifth were creepers. That were the types of plant. Now we are going to study parts of a plant. As we are the human body having different organs, perform different functions. In the same type, plants are also having different parts and they perform different activities. Now if we talk about a plant, it is divided into 2 categories. It is divided into 2 parts. The part of the plant which is below the ground. The part of the plant which is below the ground is known as root, and the part of the plant which is above the ground, which you can see, that is known as stem. Okay, the part of the plant which is below the ground is known as root, and the part of the plant which is above the ground, which you can see, is known as stem. The part of the plant which is below the ground consists only of roots. We are going to study the detailed study about the roots, and the part of the plant which is above branches. It consists of branches, leaf, stem, fruit, flower. We are going to study each part in detail and their function. First, we are going to study in detail the part of the plant which is below the ground, that is the root. As you all know, roots are the part which is below the ground, which is under the soil, which helps to absorb the water, which helps to stay the plant at one position. So there are two types of roots. You might have seen the roots of a tall tree. They are of tap roots. Two types of roots. First is of tap root and second is of fibrous root. The type of root which is having only one main root. You might have eaten carrot or you might have eaten turnip. These are all our roots that you are eating. The tap root consists of main root which is at the lower portion of the stem, which rises the main root and small roots are rising from its sides. Means tap roots consist of main root, main one root which rises from the lower part of the stem. This is the tap root. But in the fibrous root, it comes out in a form of a bunch. It comes out in a form of a bunch from the lower part of the stem. With the type of root which consists of a main root, one root, that is a tap root, and which comes out in a form of a bunch. You can see it is coming out in a thin roots. It is coming out in a form of a bunch, that is known as fibrous roots. So there are two types of root. One is of tap root, which consists of main one root, and the type of root which comes in a form of a bunch, that is known as fibrous roots. So there are two types of roots. Now let's study about the function of the root. As you all know, with the help of a root only, plants are able to stay at one place. So to hold the plant at one place firmly, roots are very important. Next function, we give the water to the plant, we give the minerals to the plant, that is all absorbed by the help of roots. So second function, it absorbs water and minerals. Roots play the second important role. It absorbs the water and mineral. What was the first function? It helps to stay the plant at one place. Next, it helps to absorb the water and mineral for the plant. Third important, the plant prepare the food and some of the food is stored in the roots. And that stored food we are eating in the form of a carrot, in the form of a turnip. We are eating this food. We have studied the types of roots as well as the functions of the roots. Now we are going to study the stem, the part of the plant which is above the ground, that is stem. It is the most important part because it bears mainly all parts of the plant like branch, leaf, stem, fruit, flower. It bears all the plants, so stem is the most important part. We have also studied the types of plants. Each type of plant differ because due to the presence of stem. If we talk about the tree, you can see the tree, it is strong, hard, and this strong, hard part of a tree is known as trunk. If we talk about the shrub, if we talk about the herbs, they are having little bit of soft and thin stem. But if we talk about the shrubs, it is having a thick stem, but of shrubs, it is soft and thin stem. So we can categorize the types of plants on the basis of the stem. Means trees are having hard stem, woody stem, but shrubs are thick, but they are not as much as woody as compared to the trees. But herbs stem is very much thin. It can be easily breakable by our hand. If we talk about the climbers and creepers, they are having very soft and weak stems. So we can categorize the different types of plants on the basis of the stem. Stem is the most important part. Now we'll study about the functions of the stem. As previously I have told you, it holds the plant upright and straight. If the plant is standing straight, if it is holding all the parts of the plant, it is due to the presence of the stem. Next function, it bears all the parts of the plant. That is also I have told you before. Means two functions we have studied. If the plant is standing straight, it is due to the presence of the stem. If the plant is having all the parts of the plant, it is due to the presence of the stem. Now the third function. Third function means if the plant is preparing food, some of the part of the plant is stored in the stem and we are eating that stem, and the most common example of stem which we are eating is that of potato, and we are eating sugarcane also. That is the most important part of the stem which we are eating. I hope you have understood the functions of fruits as well as the function of stem. Now in the next video I am going to tell you about the different functions of the various part of the plant. Thank you.